Hey everybody, welcome to Valentine TV. I want to wish everybody a happy new year. And as you come in, y'all, please hit the subscribe button and like and if you see that hype button, please hype up the video. This reaction is coming from Black Balloons and it's talking about Charlemagne. Y'all know how much Charlemagne and TMZ? No. But anyway, I just saw this while I was working last night. And I said, I have got to share this with the people. Like, we all, well, most of us already knew this, but to see it and have it on video where I know and don't have to just say, yeah, I know he did. He act like he did. Sold his soul. He act like he did. Now I can hear it coming out his own mouth. Not that he sold his soul, but just listen. Just listen. But he know he did. He know. Okay, here we go, y'all. Please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel, please.
Thing. I feel like me and my crew, we always say, we quote Jay-Z all the time, we're a secret society. All we ask is trust. So, I mean, I do feel like there's a lot of different secret societies that exist in a lot of different industries. And you never know who's, really behind the curtain. So it's like when Cat says people's job to convince you that they didn't sell their soul. No, you can see when somebody sold their soul. Absolutely. I tell you one thing, if the society is so secret, damn, everybody knows about it. You succumb to the drugs, when you succumb to the alcohol, when you succumb to the women, when you succumb to the men, when you submit your will to the devil that exists in all of those spaces, that's when you know you've, sold your soul.
He sold his soul and don't even know it. That's what it sounded. That's what that part sounded like to me. But watch what this part sound like.
Hey, what is going on with y'all, man? It is Black Balloon, and I'm coming back with another video, man, so y'all already know what's going on. All right, y'all. Today we're here to talk about Charlemagne the God. They got him, y'all. They got him. Some of y'all may know the direction we're heading in this video. So just in case you don't know by now, right? Charlemagne the God signed a $200 million deal in a contract with iHeartRadio, right? So he has a couple of different business ventures, investments. And when I saw that number, that $200 million number, I said, damn, what Charlemagne the God did to get that kind of a deal with iHeartRadio? What did he have to do to secure $200 million, right? What sparked this video, and I've never talked about Charlemagne the God on this channel. I'm glad we're doing it because now we can dig into, a radio host personality. And this just kind of gives us another angle of someone taking that door to the success that they now have. And it's very obvious. So I saw this clip on the Angie Martinez podcast, right? And Charlemagne the God was talking about how he took ayahuasca. And y'all know, very powerful psychedelic, basically. And he talked about how he was communicating with the, that spirit, that like mother God that I guess people believe in when they go on that trip or whatever you want to call.
Yeah, mother God. That sounds so,
that experience, right? And he said he was fully communicating with the spirit. Now, he didn't acknowledge God when he was talking about that. He didn't say nothing about Jesus or anything, right? I thought it was interesting. I said, okay, I know they got Charlemagne. So I went back and I found this photo shoot with Variety. I said, damn, this is some slight one-eye imagery right here. This is real slight right here. I said, nah.
Look at it, y'all. Look at it. He trying to put it right in our face and thinking we ain't gonna see it, but I never saw this photograph. But when I saw this last night, I was like, oh yeah.
I know they got him. So I'm gonna keep searching. And boom, I said, well, I'll be damned.
There you go.
He did a whole shoot with Variety and they got him. They got him, y'all. This is Charlemagne full blown, saluting to the one-eyed God. I said, a radio host from the Breakfast Club signed the biggest deal I've ever heard of a radio host personality, internet personality, I guess, if you want to call him that. Never heard of a, radio host signing a deal like this. I said, dang, people have to be talking about this. And sure enough,
No,
I find that clip
I couldn't
of
find it.
Ebro from Hot 97 in New York. You know, the one that just got fired. Him and
Ooh,
what's the other dude name? Like his little sidekick dude,
I
Ebro,
forgot.
and y'all know who I'm talking about. Been up there, Hot 97 for a very long time, right? Found this clip of him talking about Charlemagne willing to do certain things in order to get that deal that he got. Now, a lot of people thought he was just hating on him, but you could take it how you want to take it as far as what the context of the conversation is, right? So with that being said, just wanted to lay some groundwork. We'll first go into the clip from the Angie Martinez podcast, and then we'll dig a little bit more into, you know, the mindset of Charlemagne the God and his $200 million deal.
Yeah, and y'all know, y'all already know, and you see it now for yourself. Ain't no ifs and but. I don't know. I think he may have seemed like he did. No, I don't think he did. He did. Now we can look at it and see. He did. I can't. Oh, but y'all, I'm not gonna play the entire video of Black Balloon. But anyway, I'm gonna play most of them. Until we get enough. Okay.
He secured. Check this out, y'all.
That's why I said when I did ayahuasca, I had.
How was that?
It was incredible. I did it 2 years ago.
No fear? I have fear because I feel like can it mess with your brain? Like, can it?
I had fear the first day, but the first day it told me everything was gonna be fine.
It told you.
Oh yes, like that spirit, Mother Aya, God, I don't know what you call it, but it's really talking to you. Like it's really like I can't even say voices in your head. Like you're having full blown conversations with this spirit, with this entity, and this spirit is willing to show you whatever you're willing to look at. And once you're there with it, it's not going to let you look away. Like, you know how sometimes you have those glimpses of things that you try to suppress in your mind. It's like, nope, like, yes, look at this, look, and you're gonna have to deal with it. And I remember I did a three-day retreat. So on the second day is when it like really kicked my ass. And that's when I came up with the whole concept of, you know, stop lying to yourself and stop volunteering those lies to other people. And that's when the whole book, Get Honest or Die Lying. And that's when I was like, you know, either you're going to be all the way
Don't buy the
about
book.
these experiences and these things that you've gone through, or, you know, we're gonna have to figure something else out.
Y'all heard all that. Came straight out his own mouth. And that's why he wrote that book. So don't buy the book. Do not buy that freaking book.
And it was that moment that really was like, okay, this is the real eye opener. Like this is if I'm gonna really live an authentic life, it's gonna be from this point on.
He talked about fully conversing with that spirit. Now, this is a recent interview. She uploaded this to her channel 4 days ago. So more than likely it was recorded within the last 2 weeks, I'd assume, right? Pretty sure they did that in the news of his new deal. His name is circulating on the internet. She wanted to talk to him. He told us that he did ayahuasca 2 years ago. You know, rather he stretched it out a little further so it didn't seem weird.
Yeah, he stretched
That's left to be, you know, just left to be in the air, I guess, right? But in my mind, anytime I hear something like that, I feel like people used it to be assisted, basically, right? He didn't detail what he fully engaged with that spirit about. He didn't tell us if he asked it any questions, if, you know, what they were talking about, if he could get help from the spirit world in this real physical world, you know, some kind of monetary gains. I mean, what I'm saying is that you don't get a $200 million deal without doing something, giving up something. I mean, we already know Dame Dash calls the man, you know, zesty every single time he can. Dame Dash just was going off on him when he was on the Breakfast Club. He just no holds bar. I mean, that's my point. You know, you don't get that at that level without giving up something. And that will lead us into the next clip from Ebro that I thought was pretty interesting. Like I said, regardless if you think they hating on the man, but y'all know what we do on this channel. And when we see this one-eye symbolism, we know what someone did to get where they're at. Check this out.
The whole thing is listen, there were things that Charlemagne was willing to do that I would have never done. Never.
See?
And that's how you get to those big bags.
Because I don't to have the people like the iHearts of the world want to hand you this much money.
Well, it's the same with Stephen A. Smith, though. When Disney wants to give you money like that, you got to do a dance I ain't willing to do.
You could have. I think you could have done it. I don't know if you would have gotten the Stephen A. 30 a year is a big one.
Wow.
Who?
You.
No.
No, but I think you would if you had flipped it on and done the dance right, you could have got yourself a nice 10, 15.
Oh, yeah. But I can't do it.
Ebro, you should have been at Turning Point USA this weekend. This could have been you.
Nah, son, it crossed my mind.
You could have been lit.
No.
Because imagine, if I start sitting down with the, give me a name.
Candace.
Oh.
Ben Shapiro.
Hey, come on.
Tucker Carlson.
Oh, come on.
I mean, you really go all the way to Nick Fuentes.
I mean, me and Nick would get it popping.
I mean, well, you guys could find some common ground.
Some names out
there. What common ground will we find?
Listen, I'm sure you guys could find the same person you don't like here or there. Have yourself a little chit chat.
Well, apparently, me and Nick agree on Israel.
Oh, Lord.
Now, these guys, whether they're radio hosts or not, they've been connected to the industry, had a lot of connections for a long time. They know what it takes, like he said, to get that kind of bag. Even mentioned Stephen A. Smith. Y'all remember Stephen A. Smith?
Yeah.
For y'all that don't know, always beefing with LeBron. ESPN, First Take, Stephen A. Smith. Pretty sure a lot of y'all know who he is. I think that was back in the middle or toward the beginning of the year.
And Stephen A. Smith been doing this for a long time. So y'all know he in there.
He signed a new deal with Disney, ESPN, 5 years, over $100 million. I'm talking about these guys signing deals like they actually on the court themselves, right? So that's why he said you got to be willing to do that dance. You know what I'm saying? Like how Bobby Shmurda did in front of those white executives when he was trying to get that deal with that label. But the dance they got to do is a little more in private. He's basically telling you, you got to shake your ass for these people. Full blown shaking your ass. That's what Charlemagne had to do. That's what Stephen A. Smith had to do. And we're talking about hosts. We're talking about radio and TV personalities. You know what I'm saying? And the way Ebro put it, he was like, Charlemagne, he already did that. He said he had to do it. It's like the way he worded it, it's like he already did what he had to do. And him saying he's not willing to go that route for that kind of money. Dang. But clearly, Charlemagne is. So I thought that.
Ooh, I wonder what he had to do, y'all. Put it in y'all. If y'all believe this, just put in the comments and please be nice. Be nice, okay? I understand just straight up English. You don't have to be rude, okay? Thank you so much.
It was really interesting. Me, I didn't take it as him hating on him. You know, he might have had a little bit of, you know what I'm saying, jealousy packed in that statement. But at the end of the day, you know, when you on our side of how we look at this stuff, you know, that statement is very true. You know, I mean, Charlemagne basically told you. And the thing is with Charlemagne, which I'm about to show y'all next, he knows what's going on. Y'all saw the clip in the beginning that I showed. He basically said him and his homies, they're like a secret society. Like he knows what's going on. He talks about he talked about this kind of stuff all the time. There was even a clip where he pointed out a girl that he was talking to. A girl asked him, was he in the Illuminati? And he was like, yeah. And then the girl put her hand over her right eye. And he was like, why you doing that symbolism? Why you doing that symbolism? So he knows what is going on. And yet he still chose to do that Variety magazine.
And he always taking up for Jay-Z, if y'all ain't noticed. Don't say nothing bad about Jay-Z, because he coming at you. Did he? He don't care. But Jay-Z, yeah. He cared when Diddy was out and about. They don't care. But Jay-Z, say something about it.
Shoot. And salute to the one I got. So that lets you know. It's almost in a sense like he's just telling the truth. Like, yeah, I'm in it. I'm all of this. But it's going to come off as I'm joking because I'm just blatantly telling you the truth. When really it is the truth. But with that being said, let's jump into this other clip that I'm talking about, where he's just once again kind of bold with it. And then we'll wrap the video up. Check this out.
It's going to get me in a lot of trouble, but I don't give a fuck.
Oh, I like it.
The Illuminati has keywords.
Okay.
I'm not supposed to say this. But the Illuminati has keywords. And the Illuminati keyword, and it changes, right? Because sometimes it's the keyword for 30 days, sometimes it's the keyword for 60, sometimes it's the keyword for 90. But if you just pay attention sometimes, you'll see what the keyword is. What y'all are going to see a lot of now is the word everybody. You're going to see everybody a lot. Kanye has a song called Everybody. What's the big record off Nicki Minaj's album that everybody likes? It's called Everybody featuring Lil Uzi. You saw Northwest, and that's how the Illuminati get you. They get you with the kids, right? So you saw Northwest did a TikTok to Everybody as soon as it came out by Nicki Minaj. You see her on stage singing. So just pay attention. I'm not supposed to tell y'all this. I get in a lot of trouble. But the key word for the Illuminati for the next, I don't know how many days it's going to be, probably till Super Bowl, February 11th, is everybody. That word can unlock a lot of doors. Y'all going to be seeing that word a lot, and y'all going to be hearing that word a lot over the next few months. Everybody. Watch. Trust me. Watch.
Now, if you peep his demeanor when he said that, he wasn't joking. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, he wasn't just telling us some old straight up evil shit. And a lot of the times when people use the word Illuminati, it makes it feel like they're joking because they're putting this shit in such a, you know, like a big term when really no one uses that word when we're referring to, you know, the dark ones, the industry, so on, right? It's like that word has long lost its, like, you know, I can't think of a word for it, but y'all know what I'm trying to say. Like, used back in the 90s, early 2000s, when we were really, really young, that word was like scary. It was like, oh shit. It's like, now it's not really that scary, but you know, that word carried energy around it. You know, the illuminated ones, right? I didn't think he was joking because he really talked about, you know, the kids, talked about Northwest. He talked about certain artists in the industry having songs that had the name Everybody. In a sense, it felt like he was trying to really pit people on game to pay attention to certain shit. I didn't think he was actually joking right there, because we know when Charlemagne joking. Number one, Charlemagne one of the dudes that can't control a laugh. Like, he always gonna burst out a laugh, whether it's fake or if he just genuinely laughing at something. He really seemed like he was telling the truth right there. So I just thought that was interesting, but more for the fact that he knows what is going on. So
yep. So yeah, y'all, what y'all think about this video? What y'all think about black balloons? That was my first time finding them. I found them last night, and I'm about to watch all their videos. I can't react to all of them because they might get mad at me, but I can darn watch them. So I hope y'all like this video, and you know, subscribe to the channel. Valentine TV is in the house. And yeah, off of that third shift, boy, ooh, getting ready to go in a minute. But anyway, y'all, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, put comments in there, let me know what y'all thinking about Charlemagne. And that's all I got. Okay. I'll talk to y'all later. All right. And y'all, once again, Happy New Year. Be blessed. Please, please, please just be careful out there, because things are not what they seem. Things are not what they seem. All right. Thank y'all so much. All right. Bye, y'all.